This is Eric and Sadie, and we are going to do our first ever vlog.
Yay!
And, even more excitingly, we're doing it from our new place. So yes, take the tour. Look behind you. This is
A room.
In our new place.
That's right.
All right.
We're excited, honestly, about the lighting. It's actually, this picture looks so good. Don't we look hot? All right.
Okay. So what we wanted to do today is we just want to share with you about our new model and give you an update on Renaissance. Things are happening pretty rapidly, and we just want to keep everyone in the loop, on the same page, understanding where we're going in this Renaissance project. I want to briefly mention that, as many of you know, we have been thinking about testing, processing, getting information, having forums about different models of care. There were 5 different models that have been discussed. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through them. They're attached to this is the 5 models if you want to look them over, and if you have questions about them, get back to your RM. But essentially, you know, they were different ideas of having a CF with a CFA that would have been like 10 clients, but you'd have a CFA that was in the field, as an example. There were different models, and we spent a lot of time weighing pros and cons and getting feedback and doing some financial analysis on those.
Well, so we have an estimate about how much money the state increase is going to bring to us, and so targeting that basically as our bucket of spending ability. Of the 5 models that we went with, well, initially we only had 4, but of those 4, only one of them came in at budget, which was while still allowing us to spend the kind of money on our field staff that we want to spend. And the model that allowed us to spend that, we didn't really like. We wanted to get away from that. And then, lo and behold, Josh came up with a great idea, Josh Flom.
Yeah, Josh Flom approached us after hearing about the different models and asked us if we had considered what we have now dubbed the number 5 model, or the Grace model. And ironically and interestingly enough, as we listened to what he had to say and thought it through, we really did think it was what was best for the company. Eric and I got excited about it and talked to the team about it, and everyone just really aligned on it. So we decided that there was no sense in us doing some prototyping and testing when we all had come to a consensus and an alignment on a model.
What was fun about this, or one of the things that was fun about this, is the fact that it was a reversion, if you will, to kind of an old school way of doing SLS. Updated, but it really was a renaissance. As you recall, the word renaissance means rebirth, or in the historical sense, taking that which was old and making it new again for our benefit. And that's really what we're doing with model number 5. It's really a rebirth of SLS.
Yeah, so we are going back to the beginning. We are going back to essentially how I performed the case facilitator job back. Many moons have passed since those days.
Ago.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago. But we're going back to the beginning, and what it's going to look like is that we want to have a CF manage between 6 and 8 cases. But they are going to be what we now would term a CF1, but we'll do away with the title of CF1 because they're going to just be the case facilitator. And we're going to change names. Eric and I are going to actually do a vlog where we roll out all of our names. So be looking for that. But for now, we just want to give you the crux of it. And that's that each CF will go down to 6 to 8 cases where they will be responsible for taking care of the client, taking care of the staff, and taking care of the client, and taking care of the scheduling for that client for 6 to 8 individuals. Those individuals will still have team leaders. We're going to change their name as well. They'll have some people in their home that can help and help with some of the training, but ultimately responsible for those 6 to 8 people will be what we are, for today, calling the case facilitator, but we'll be changing the name shortly.
So one of the things that is really cool about this model and the way it'll economically pencil out is it will afford some new things or more of things that we needed. For example, we're going to hire a second team builder for each of our Bay Area offices. So there's going to be a team builder, 2 team builders ultimately to handle recruiting and onboarding and initial training for the RCEB region, and 2 for the San Andreas region.
And Reading will get a full-time team builder.
That's right. So
instead of having to share,
your
no more sharing, you'll have your own full-time team builder in the Reading office.
So we really think that's going to be helpful. It's actually something that we've had people clamoring for, is we need more help and more resources on the recruiting side. Well, this model will allow for it. The other models, even the ones that kind of came to a break-even point, they certainly couldn't have provided that kind of support. So we're really, really excited about this.
We are. We're excited about the relief that this will bring, as well as the opportunities for the future, as well as just what we're all here for, which is better client care and better resources for our staff and clients. So if you want more information, please talk to your regional manager. She or he, I guess it's all she's. They're all very familiar with what's going on and can give you more information, as well as, like I said, we'll be sending out the prior models if you want to just take a look at those. Again, we'll be sending out more of these vlogs because we want you to hear directly from us all that's evolving and changing through this process. Thanks for going on this ride with us. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Absolutely.
And we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.